What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and let's get into it. And we're starting off with an article from Deadline, and it's about Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is no stranger to being in spotlight, that is for certain. The man manages to ruffle the feathers of many people, and this time round it is doctors. So hundreds of doctors have signed an open letter asking Spotify to address mass misinformation events, and they take aim at Joe Rogan himself. So a group of more than 270 scientists, professors, doctors, and healthcare workers wrote an open letter to Spotify recently expressing their concern about false and societally harmful assertions on its most popular program, The Joe Rogan Experience. The letter, which Rolling Stone first reported on, asked the music streamer to establish a clear and public policy to moderate misinformation on its platform. The Doctors Group takes issue with what it calls Rogan's penchant for broadcasting misinformation, particularly with regards to the pandemic. Specifically, the group calls out a highly controversial episode featuring guest Dr. Robert Malone. The episode has been criticized for promoting baseless conspiracy theories, according to the open letter that was sent to Spotify. So it's obvious, right? They're basically trying to get him fired. That's basically what the doctors are doing. They're going after him and trying to get his podcast cancelled, get him fired, and get all of his work taken off of Spotify. And I don't like that. I really don't like it. There's a thing about going after. There's a line, right? There's a line, and you have to be very careful when you're on that line. It's up to platforms to decide what they do and don't want on their platform, and what they consider harmful and what they don't consider harmful. And I think it is very obvious when you go after someone in this way that you want them to be made an example of, and you want them taken down. It's very malicious. The fact that they're mentioning Joe Rogan so much and not just talking about misinformation, it makes it seem targeted, right? That's what it looks like. It looks targeted, and that's never ever a genuine place to come from, and doesn't foster good change, right? It doesn't foster the change that we need. And I don't know what Spotify would do. I doubt they'll do anything about it, because honestly, Joe Rogan is the biggest name on Spotify when it comes to podcasts. I also don't like in this article how they label Spotify as a music streamer. Like, yes, Spotify has music, but it has podcasts, talk shows, news. It has all sorts of different things on there. Yes, it is an audio site, but it isn't just, music. There is a lot of stuff there that people enjoy, and I don't know. I don't know what happened with this with Joe Rogan. I don't think anything will happen. It's just the whole thing with misinformation, right? It's just too much. People are harping on about it too much, right? And I mean, Fauci went after Joe Rogan and didn't get rid of him, so I don't see how these doctors are going to make any blind bit of difference. And honestly, I think Joe Rogan's probably just laughing right now at this and thinks it's absolutely hilarious, the situation that's going on, frankly. And I mean, they're going after him because he expressed opinions, whether you like them or not, right? People have the right to express their opinion. Now, if he was saying something that was directly harmful, that, was completely untrue and was promoting people to harm themselves, then that I could agree with. But I don't see them making this argument in this article at all. It's not stating that he did something egregious like that. It's more like, we don't like what you're saying, so we're trying to get your job removed. And I just don't like that. I think that's a very, very poor way of trying to create change. Let me know what you guys think about this and about Joe Rogan and this war that we're having with freedom of speech. Frankly, the way I see it is, so long as you're not actively telling someone to harm someone, and you're not actively advocating for violence or things like that, where you're not, if it's just words and it's just a discussion, and I frankly don't care what people say. I just don't, because I can choose not to listen to it. If I don't like something somebody says, I don't have to listen to them. I can just block them. I can turn off what I'm listening to. I can go watch something else. That's like the privilege of like the internet and the world and life, right? If you don't like something somebody says, you don't have to interact with them anymore. You don't. Now, obviously, if it's in a workplace, it's a little bit different about what you can and can't say, right? And there is consequences for that. And obviously, people shouldn't be able to say horrible stuff to each other. Like you shouldn't be allowed to harass people or say horribly racist stuff. That's not acceptable. But at the same time, just going, I don't like your opinion, therefore that's misinformation. Whether they're right or wrong, it's just stupid. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below about that one. Let's move on to the next story, which is from Girls United, and I don't even know what this website is, but this is actually an interesting article. So, influencers, Ari Fletcher allegedly pulled from Savage X Fenty site following comments about domestic violence. So, if you are a victim of domestic violence, then this section of the video might not be so good. There are timestamps in below, so you can skip this part. It offends you because, oh boy, this goes to some places. So, influencer Ari Fletcher seems to have disappeared from the Savage X Fenty website, as well as her brand's social media pages. On January 7th, the fans were quick to point out that the brand may have put distance between them and the 26-year-old and speculated on what led to that decision. So during a visit on Don't Call Me White Girl podcast last December, Fletcher made remarks about domestic violence that quickly went viral. According to the Atlanta Black Star, she said that she would pretend to break up with her boyfriend, the rapper Moneybagg Yo. What the hell kind of name is Moneybagg Yo? Oh god. Let's continue. In the hopes of him pulling a gun on her to make her stay. Because that's not disturbing, right? Holy crap. Influencers. People look up to these people. Like, pull your gun out and show me, like, bitch, leave. I wish you would walk out the door, she said. Like, what? Ari Fletcher later responded to criticism in an Instagram Live and doubled down on her comments. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play that video for you guys so you can watch that now.
Two, y'all are in the comments like, oh, when I was in a relationship, this boy put out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what happened to you, what trauma you had. Nobody cares. You're trying to victimize yourself and use this. Oh, like this. Yeah, don't worry about my wig. Yes, child. Anyway, like, please, stop. You in the comments, you telling your stories about, nobody cares. We do not care. We don't care. We don't care. We do not care at all. Like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't. We just don't care. One time my boyfriend, so what? So what? And now what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Y'all trying to victim. You want to be a victim so bad. Why you want to be a victim so bad? I know I look crazy. Y'all don't worry.
So yeah, that was awful, right? I think it's a very extreme place to be, where you have the goal to say that people don't care if you're a victim of domestic violence. Like, people don't care about them. That's like very disturbing. That shows a very great lack of empathy for people. It's frankly a shocking thing to hear someone say. I also find it very, very untrue as well. I think the majority of decent people do care about people who have been through situations like this. They do care because it's a pivotal topic, isn't it, in society when you look at the situations people go through, especially over the last year with the pandemic and everything, where people were locked in together, quarantining in lockdowns. This was a very hard and trying time, and domestic abuse grows. A lot more people coming forward. And there was a lot more of a greater issue because you have a lot of these charities that deal with domestic abuse talking about how the situation is that now, because of government mandates, a lot of these people who were being abused, men and women, were trapped in a situation with their abusers 24/7, unable to leave. And when you say you don't care about something that is so important, that's not right. That is a very disturbing mindset to have. I think that shows that you're a very shallow human being. I think it shows that you're not deserving of people's time. People shouldn't respect you and look up to you. I think you lose all standing as an authority figure or a moral beacon or someone to look up to when you would disregard someone's pain so easily. So the article continues. This isn't Savage X Fenty's first time cutting ties with a brand ambassador who made comments making light of domestic violence. Reality TV star Drea Michelle was also removed from the brand's website and social media page following a joke she made about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez in 2020. And her comment was very similar and utterly disgraceful as well. But let me know down below what you think about this. Oh, I didn't know. Rihanna is the brand's CEO and obviously a survivor of domestic abuse. We all know about Rihanna and Chris Brown. I did not know that she owns Savage X Fenty. Why would I know that anyway? Right? But yeah, okay, makes sense. So I can understand why these people are getting kicked out because obviously this is a very sensitive topic for Rihanna. Wow. And they say this solidarity among women. Holy crap, this is like messed up in so many ways. But yeah, I can understand why she's been dropped as brand ambassador. She shouldn't be a brand ambassador. She should not be in that position of influencing young women and to have this mindset, right? Especially teenage girls that will look up to her, look up to the brand, look up to Rihanna. I can see why Rihanna does not want her associated with this. And yeah, fully agree. Understandable. See, the difference between the last story and this story is, in the last story, people are going after Joe Rogan to get him to lose his job over things that they think he should lose his job over. Whereas this person has actually said terrible things, where it's very clear that they said terrible things and got themselves fired. Difference, right? It's very easy to tell when someone crosses the line. This is crossing the line. Moving on to the next story. This one comes from iol.co.za. What a weird website name. But anyway, it's about a story that Megan Fox and MGK are getting married. They are engaged. And they drank each other's blood. I honestly don't know. I'm not going to play the video because I don't know if that's allowed on YouTube. I'm probably going to say it isn't. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are engaged and have celebrated by drinking each other's blood. So the Jennifer's Bodies actress and the pop punk star started dating in 2020, and on Wednesday, the loved up pair revealed the proposal took place after the same banyan tree where under the same banyan tree where they fell in love. Okay. Machine Gun Kelly, blah, blah, blah. Wrote on Instagram, yes, in this life, in every life, beneath the same branches we fell in love under, I brought her back to ask her to marry me. Okay. So yeah, that's happening. Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are getting married. But on a downer of a note, moving on to the next story from pop culture, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are getting divorced. So yeah, we've gone from an engagement to a divorce. So Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are getting divorced after 16 years of being together, which is surprising. So I'm not sure what triggered this, and there's a lot of speculation around this. And another YouTuber that I watch had an opinion upon this, and that is the Umbrella Guy. I very much do like the Umbrella Guy, and he had the opinion that Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet were having problems because of Amber Heard. Now, I don't know if there's any truth to this. He doesn't know if there's any truth to this, but there has been some weird footage where Amber Heard has been very close to Jason Momoa and stuff. So I don't even want to get into this, but that's kind of what I'm thinking with this. But who knows? We don't know why they're splitting up, right? I'm not accusing Jason Momoa of cheating or anything, by the way. Not saying anything like that. Holy crap. Do not want a lawsuit. What I'm saying is that maybe just his career got in the way. I don't know. But he wrote a long message, and I'm not going to read it because it's a whole lot of nothing except that we're going to amicably part ways and we'll still be a family and stuff. I'm not sure what triggered this, but at the very end he says, my wife is very sophisticated and smart, and our kids and I kind of like animals that need to be trained a little better, he said. I'm constantly a work in progress, and I've just been trying to get better as a father and a husband. Obviously, it didn't work. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of all the story today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. What do you think about Joe Rogan? What do you think about Ari Fletcher saying some outrageous stuff? And Megan Fox Machine Gun Kelly? And sadly, the divorce of Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet.